Greetings.
Greeting to you, Miss Yvette. How you doing?
Good.
Thank you for joining us
Good.
today. We're going to get started here momentarily. Just waiting for the top of the hour. I think we're right on time. How you doing today?
Good, good.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Hoping I stay connected today. I
Good.
went I went to a different area in my home, so let's see.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good. You know, we never know what's going to happen with
I
this
know.
technology. We do the
For
best we
sure.
can with it.
For sure.
Absolutely. So I think we're at the top of the hour. Now, one more minute.
One more minute. Yeah.
Then we get started.
Alrighty, I'll mute myself and
Okay.
go for it.
Thank you. The information and knowledge shared on optimal health is from the perspective of symptometry and symptomatic science. It is not medical science. It is based on natural law. Any names and terms used in this presentation are not for self-diagnosis purpose. They further your understanding of the precepts and concepts of symptomatic science. Please contact your physician or healthcare provider for any medical recommendation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. We give all the praises and the thanks to the Almighty Source Creator, the Creator of everything. Brother and sister, as we have often said on this program, we were created. That makes us part of the creation. The Almighty created systems, rules, laws to govern His creation. These same rules and laws govern our body, our anatomy and physiology, our physical body. So when we're in violation or when we fail to submit to these rules and laws, natural laws, or disease would occur, warning us that we're veering off the paradigm or normalcy. That's why we have a disease. The symptom is a language that our body will speak to us, to communicate to us. It's a language. It's not a disease. Think about that. The Almighty equipped us with everything we need to maintain our health on this toxic, predatory, and adversary planet called Earth. But no one has been teaching us the life skills to navigate or to live on this planet. Our parents didn't know. They did the best they could, and we thank them for that. But now we are here. We're in position. What are we going to do about it? We must learn, brothers and sisters, about natural law, the rules of health. The Almighty wants us healthy and alive, not sick and dying. Think about it. We represent the expansion base for continuous expansion of the universe. That's why we're here. With our creativity, with our mind, with our ingenuity, with our imagination. That's why we're here. We're not here just to lollygag around and just get in trouble with each other, miscommunicate with each other, all that. We're here for a reason. We were sent here for a reason. And many people live a lifetime and never know why they were sent here. We didn't come on our own. We were sent by the Almighty Himself. But you won't be able to achieve your mission if you don't take care of your brain. Brain health. Think about that. So we have to be engaged in all of these different sciences. Just to give you an example, and we thank you for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. We're just getting started. We have one of our guests present with us, Ms. Yvette Dean. She's going to be sharing some fantastic verifiable information and also personal testimony. And we are going to have Ms. Rita Taylor. Both are certified symptometry health coaches, along with myself. We all three are certified symptometry health coaches. Certified means we've been educated, we've been informed about natural law, about many different sciences that your physician or your healthcare practitioner did not study. For example, we studied water science at the American School of Symptometry.
Yes.
We're made of water. So don't you think you need to know about water? And we made of cells. So we studied cell science at the American School of Symptometry. We made of cells, trillion of them, 30 to 50 trillion cells. And they all must be in communication. What do you know about your cells? If you don't take good care of them, if you ignore them, that's the reason why you have a disease. No accident, nothing that God put on you. You did it. And you have to own up to it and make the correction. At the American School of Symptometry, brothers and sisters, we studied food science. You think your physician studied food? I think he had 1 hour of nutrition in his whole years of medical studies. 1 hour. What can you learn in 1 hour on nutrition? Nutrition has an upside and nutrition has a downside. We studied food science at the American School of Symptometry. You know, when a baby comes here, they must breathe first before they drink and before they eat. That shows us the importance of air and breathing. We studied air science. We had to have air to live on this planet. You think your physician studied air science? I don't believe he did. Because he'll treat you with pharmaceuticals just because you have a respiratory disease. That would be the wrong thing to do. But that's what will happen because he did not study air science and what's in the air. Is there pure air anywhere? No, there's not. No pure air anywhere. Not in your home. It's not pure, brothers and sisters. It has pollutant, particle weight, impurities, all kind of, I can just go on and on and on. And you can too. You know what's in your air, in your home, in your car, in your office, on the airplane, on the public transportation like the bus, the subway. We complain about the air in these places. So it's not pure, but you have to breathe it. You have to breathe before you can eat and drink. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. All of the different science we have to study at the American School of Symptometry to track down the source of the person's disease. The source of the person's disease, brothers and sisters. That's what we have to do. We track down the source of the person's disease. And we remove it. While your physicians will treat you with a pharmaceutical, your symptoms, and leave the source still in your blood, in your body, causing more havoc and problems. So we're not bashing medical science. They have their place. And symptometry have proven that it has its place too. That's why you're hearing about it. That's why we're sharing it. So brothers and sisters, we thank you for joining us here today on Optimal Health on AM 360. Just sit back and relax, take some notes, have some questions for us, and we'll certainly make it worth your while. I don't see our other guest, Mrs. Rita, so I'm going to ask Miss Yvette if she will go first this time today. Maybe she's having some issue. If I get a moment, I'll try to make contact with her. But before we do, we're going to take a short break, give you some time to call someone, to do a two-way or three-way, so they can also benefit from the information we'll be sharing today. Today, brothers and sisters, we're going to be talking about water shortage in the body. It's the problem. This is the topic for our coach, Rita Taylor. She chose that topic. So if she make it with us today, she's going to share some information about water shortages, dehydration, not drinking enough water. And Coach Yvette will be sharing information with us about gout.
Yes.
Where did that come from? You're going to find out where it comes from, what the source of it is, and how to remove it. So it
Yes.
doesn't cause you all this pain and suffering.
Yes.
You wonder what's happened to you. What did you do to deserve all of that pain?
Ooh.
And we're going to share with you what you did not do. The reason why you have all that pain. So we thank you for joining us today. We're going to take a short break. You with Abdul Shaheed and our guest, Miss Yvette Dean, and Miss Rita Taylor will be joining us shortly. We hope that things are all right with her. Thank you so very much. We'll be right back.
People get sick all the time. However, even after years of research, physicians don't have the faintest clue why most sick people find themselves in the predicament they do. Will they just accept the same treatment without truly getting to the bottom of what is happening to them? Not anymore. Symptometry draws attention to your cells, the building block of your being, allowing you to understand what needs to be done and paving the way for self-correction. Developed by Dr. Maxwell Nardi, symptometry is not medicine or even its alternative. It is a study designed to fill in the void left behind by the most common scientific fields. Symptometric science has proven time and again over 31 years that chaotic eating and living are not in the best interest of the cells. It's about time we change that to understand symptometry, dive into a whole new world of cell-based knowledge, and profoundly appreciate human cells' work. Get your copy of Symptometry and Symptometric Science at a Glance by Dr. Maxwell Nardi now.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You with Abdul Shaheed, your host of Optimal Health here on AM 360. I see we have our guest, Mrs. Rita, the health coach. I'm just getting ready to try to make contact with her. Thank you for joining us. Now we see that things are all right with you. That is well, that is good. So we're going to get ready to get started. We're going to share the mic with you, Miss Rita. We were just getting ready to go to Miss Yvette, but I know your time is on the schedule, like all of us. But we'll start with you. You have this topic, water shortage in the human body is the problem. So we're going to share the mic with you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today and our guests here on Optimal Health and our audience. Thank you so very much. You're muted, Ms. Rita.
Can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum.
Perfect. Walaikum salam. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm having problems with the mute button, so it wouldn't let me in and all that stuff. But anyway, I apologize. But first
No
of
problem.
all,
It happens.
first of all,
all
I have a great topic today, and I'd like to share with you about water. You know, we take water for granted, and if you take nothing home today, I want you to know that water is very critical to your health, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. The water shortage we have in our body is a problem, and I will start off by saying that we need water for everything. And let me give you the statistics that you need to know. We are made of water. 93% of our body are made of water. Okay, our lungs need 83% of water. Our blood need 83, also 83%, and our muscle needs 75% of water. And that water you need to have at least 2 or 3 liters of water every day. And I'm not just talking about just ordinary water, but water that have electrolytes like calcium, potassium, and that you need, and other things, and the other things that you need, not just ordinary water, because your body need the electrolyte for force and power and strength for you to be able to function every day. So, I mean, I'm going to share with you some case studies that you might need to know. And also, if you do, that's what symptometry is here for, to help you overcome that and help you to get back to normalcy. Before I start, we are all, what are we made for? What are we made of? We are made of cells. We're made of cells. And, we have 25,000 cells in one cell. And then we have over 40 trillion, trillion cells in our body. And we need to take care of that cell. And having good water is part of being healthy. And so if you want to be healthy, you cannot do without water. Okay, so let's say that you have been having dizzy spells, you've been having Meniere disease, you have been having a lot of issues. You are very anemic. Your blood count is low. What do you think is causing that? Do you know that water is the main issue? Did your doctor tell you that because you're not drinking water, that's why you have these things? I was very anemic before I joined symptometry years ago. And then when I came in, I was able to be given the molecules and the particulate to get me back. But then I wasn't drinking enough water until I started drinking water. You need water. So I like to really emphasize that portion of that, okay? Um, uh, some people will say they're dizzy. When you go to the doctor and you say you're dizzy, what do they give you? Did they tell you why you're dizzy? They don't tell you why you're dizzy. You're dizzy because you're not drinking enough water. You know that the medicine that you take, it takes water away from you. The medicine it takes water away from you. So you need to make sure that any drug you take make you dehydrated. It makes you dehydrated, and it's something that you need to do. You need to know. It's the drug, the Akil, is a dehydrant, which means that you don't have enough water because you take, and some people take 10, 5, 6, 7, 8 pills, and that means that you are losing water. And so we recommend that you do drink 2 to 3 liters a day. Okay. The other things I'd like to share with you is that um, how much water do you think a pregnant woman needs to drink? 2 to 3 liters. Okay, because we are made of water. Let me show you a couple of things that you need to know. I mean, the mental state of a pregnant woman, if you're going through, is very important. And many circumstances prevent pregnant women from drinking enough water because they are not in the right frame of mind. 3 liters of daily intake of water is going to help your child as you go through gestation period. Okay, the 3 liters is something that you need to take it seriously, because you know why? Because without water you're not going to be healthy, and the baby that you're going to have need water. And let me tell you, why is it that a lot of women having cesarean? And you don't need cesarean because we are not drinking water. A lot of women are not drinking water. So when you go in there, they catch you. You have cesarean, and then you have a lot of issues. I had 2 cesarean when I had my kids, and I wish I've known symptometry, because it has a lot of negative things for you. You're going to have issues when you get older, an issue that you don't anticipate. So that's why it's better to nip it in the bud by drinking lots of water. Drinking lots of water, because water is everything. If you want to get pregnant, if you want to have a healthy baby, okay? As I told you before, we need water. And your colon alone need 3 liters of water. You need that to flush the poison from your colon, all that water that you need to flush it out. So please, if you're not drinking water, making an investment, for you, for your health. And if you have grandchildren and all this, and let them drink lots of water. But the water is not just any water. You need to invest in water. Like anything else, if it's valuable to you, you will invest in it. And health It should be valuable to all of us, because without health, you can live. Without a healthy body, you cannot live. So water is something I want to share with you today, and it's important. It's important. And especially your blood. You need to have that. So we talk about anemia. We talk about the fact that without water, you cannot, you have you be anemic, and the doctors can do anything for you. What they'll do, they'll give you drug, and that drug will take away more water from your body. So let's stay away from all these drugs that gives you a kill, and concentrate on water. Okay. The other thing I want you to know, that the sperm that the sperm that a man really uses, it's full of water. It's full of water. So not only the man, the woman, and the couple, you need water, because the sperm have water. Everything in the body is water. So I'm not trying to scare anybody, but water is everything, and drinking the right kind of water will help you, especially if you decide to have a baby. Even if you don't have a baby, if you decide not to have a baby, water is critical for your good health. Okay. And if you're pregnant, the the immune fluid in your body is full of water. So people say, well, I need to drink soda. No, you need real water. So I wanted to emphasize that for you, so that you know that water is it's important. We are made of water, 93% of water, and you need that for living. And not any water, but the electrolyte water, that is out there, and it's a little bit pricey, but it's worth you drinking it. Okay. So how many people know that they have diabetes, and they go in there and they give them all these drugs, and they take them, and then they find out that, what, they're dizzy, and the doctors don't even think that because of all the drugs that they've been taking, that's why they're dizzy. Again, your body have severe water shortage. That's why you're dizzy. If you have vertigo, that's the reason, because you have water, and you can fix it though. Come to symptometry. We are source removal institution. We will help you, and help you understand that you need water in order to fix this problem that you have. Okay, so it is very important. Okay, so why is it that a lot of people do not know that water is the root cause of a lot of disease that they have? Because they don't know that the pill they're taking is taking away water. Okay. The physicians are not going to tell you that, because they don't even know, because they have to give you the pill. And so they're not going to educate you and say, hey, you are this and that. It's only symptometry that will give you that chance for you to recover, and recover well. When you come in, we will give you the particulate, which will liquefy the problem that you have, and make sure that nutrients are going into your cell, and making sure that the sludge that you have is taken care of. This is something that you need to know, and only symptometry will help you do that. Okay, so always ask for a second opinion. Always ask a second opinion when you go in there and they tell you something and you're not, sure. Always, make sure you have a second opinion, and symptometry will be able to help you. How many people have surgeries where the hips and all that stuff, and they said, I have, everything is bone on bone. Why is it bone on bone? Because you don't have enough water. You don't have enough water in your joints. You don't have enough water in everything you do. So make sure that the water that you drink is important for your good health. Okay, get a second opinion, and make sure that, water is being, you drink water. Okay, yes, you urinate, but it also flush all the poisons that you have in your body. and that is a good thing for you. Okay. A lot of people are sick because they don't know that they don't have enough water. They don't know that they have water. If you have fever, people don't know that even having a fever, you need water. You need water to reduce the fever that you have. So water is important, and that will prevent you going to the ER and all that stuff. So I just want to share that with you about the water situation. There are two kinds of water. Okay, you have the water with electrolytes that I talked about, and the water with electrolytes, and not the tap water or a spring water. Okay, we want the electrolyte rich water. Okay, when you go to the grocery store, you will find it. It's there with electrolytes, and I said it has um, the electrolytes on the bottle and the minerals, and that's what you need. And that should be something that you should be drinking every day. Okay. Um, can heavy metals be extracted from tap water? No. Metals are metals. They can never be removed or neutralized. They can only be blunted. Okay. Can you blunt them? Do you know how blunting heavy metal means? Most people are sick because the water they drink has a lot of heavy metal, and that affect the person. And that person needs to know that symptometry can help you blend that so that you be able to drink water properly. Okay, so how much, how much, how much should a person drink? And as I said, we recommend 2 to 3 a day. If you have problem with urination, symptometry will help you with that. We will help you with that problem. We will liquefy the sludge that you have, and make sure that you are able to have the nutrients go through your cells, and be able to produce the essentials that you need to be able to be healthy again. Again, symptometry do have the resources. We do have the particulates, the subatomic particles. We do have that, and we will be able to help you. So no issue is a problem. We can reverse anything so long as you let us know what's going on with you. We will help you. But again, water is basic, and you need to have that. Okay, so we talked about water. You need to have water to be healthy. The 2 or 3 glasses a day is not right, but we are saying that since we are made of 93% water, our body should be, we should be drinking 2 to 3 liters of water a day. I do drink. I didn't used to, but I drink 2 liters at least a day. Okay, so it's all up to you, but at least make water part of your living journey. Make it part of your living journey, and also it will help. It will help you with your blood pressure too. A lot of us go to the hospital and they give us blood pressure pills, and and pressure is tension in the arteries, and water will reduce that for you if you do drink the water. Again, even if you symptometry will help you, but you need to start yourself for knowing that if you're going to be healthy, it's going to come from you, not from somebody else. Okay. So again, drinking water, we talked about blood pressure, and the tension there. It will help you reduce that, because really, really, high blood pressure is an arterial tension, and water will help you do that. It will force the water will go through the capillaries, and allowing kidneys and cycling to divide our cells, and provide permeases with force to modify nutrients so that they can generate the cells, and also enhances osmosis so that our cells have water and electrolytes to do your job, because these are resource. Water is a resource. Our body need water, and our body need electrolytes, and that's why we recommend the electrolyte water. So can we really do anything with ourselves without water? Because remember, I started off with saying that we are made of cells, and we have in each cell we have 25,000 for on one cell, and then for our whole body we have 40 trillion in our cells. I mean, we are made of cells and water. We need water to help our cells to function. And if your cells are not healthy, you are not healthy. And that's why water is important. Okay. But again, the pharmaceutical drug, you know, include it has a kill, and that I kill will zap water from your body. It remove water from your body. If you don't take anything away from it, I'm saying that water, you need water. And if you're taking drug, it's really taking water away from your body. So we need to make sure that drinking 2 to 3 and coming to symptometry for all the symptoms that you have will be able to get you back on track. But water should be one of the things you do in your life every day, okay? Because drinking that water helps provide your colons with enough water so that the colon bacteria and fibroblasts just allow your colon bacteria to produce all the vitamin B and all the phenols and the stercobilin that allow colon fibroblasts to produce actin, myosin, fibrillin, and elastin for a well-regulated bowel movement, and all muscle get their muscle protein for efficient functioning. So what we're saying is that water is relevant to human body, but they're not, they don't teach water in our schools. But in symptometry, in cell science, we study water science. We study cell science. Water is taught, and we know that you need that in order for your cells to function. Okay, you want a healthy mind. I mean, you need water for you to have a healthy mind. Are you drinking enough? A lot of people with issues are not drinking enough water. They are not drinking enough water. And it's really, it's not that expensive, honestly, if you really think about it, because the water is very reasonable, and if it's going to help your mindset and everything, help with your mind and making sure that you have issue even when you're drinking the water, symptometry science will help you with the subatomic particles, which we call particulates, to help you really liquefy the the sludge that you have, sedimentary sludge that we have in our body. It will liquefy that so that you'll be able to allow the nutrients and resources to go through your plasma membrane. So we really want you to know that we have the solution, but water is one of the things you need to be drinking in order for you to be able to function healthily. And again, we talked about colon. Now we talk about blood. What about your blood? What causes anemia? I talk, again, people with anemia is because they're not drinking enough water. Okay, the person who's anemic have not been drinking the required amount of daily water that is required. So they say, oh, I'm anemic, oh, I'm anemic. That's what I said too. But it does not help you if you don't drink the water that you're supposed to do. Again, we talk about pregnancy. It's critical that you drink 2 to 3 liters of water every day when you're pregnant, so that your body, your baby health is intact, because you need water. So water is needed, the right kind of water though. The right kind, I'm not talking about the other waters, but you have the one with electrolytes. And that's what, you need to be drinking. And I am saying that, you know what? I'm not advertising for them, but there's a very good water on the market that you all need to be drinking. It has the right kind of pH. It has the electrolytes. It has everything you need. And you can go in there and get good water for yourself. Okay. What about infectious diseases? Infectious diseases that we have. Okay. Infectious people have infectious diseases because they're not drinking enough water. They are not drinking enough water. We have, people with herpes and HIVs and hepatitis and influenza. They have a serious water shortage. They don't drink enough water in their bodies. So if you can prevent all these things by drinking the right amount of water with electrolytes, once you do that so that you will not be getting all these infectious diseases that people get, right now. Right now, the flu season is in vogue. It's really out there. A lot of people are going to the hospitals. The hospital beds are full. Are they drinking enough water? Are they really? Are they giving them water, or are they drinking water? Or are they giving them some pills and stuff? And that's what people are doing. But you need to have water to help you during the flu season. So make an investment in that so that you'll be able to do that. So again, we know the influenzas, everything that we have is because we don't drink enough water. Okay. And people will, take, vaccination and all that stuff. But if you're not drinking water, it's not going to, you need water in your entire body. Okay. What about malaria? Again, water is important. People don't have enough water. I'm telling you about all these diseases because the root cause of it is that we're not drinking enough water. And if we drink enough water, some of these diseases will be minimized. And when you come to some time, we'll be able to get you on track for you to be able to, whatever disease that you have, we can reverse it with our subatomic particles, which we call particulates, and some molecules for you to be able to do it. But you still need to drink lots of water. You need to drink 2 to 3 liters of waters every day. Okay. What about, we talk about anemia. What about your immune system? Immune system. People say, oh, I have a weak immune system. Why do you have a weak immune system? You have an immune system because you are not drinking enough water. Soda doesn't count as water. Coffee doesn't count as water. Tea doesn't count as water. Fruit juices doesn't count as water. Apple juice, it doesn't count as water. Pineapple juice doesn't count as water. All these things, the bottled waters that you have, all these fruit juices, they are not water. They are a concoction that somebody made. You need real water. No water filled with sugar, but water that has a pH balance of 7.2. Not 9.9 or 10.9, not alkaline water. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about water that have a pH balance of 7.2. And that's the kind of water your body needs. To refresh your body with that every day, to really flush all the poisons that you have in your body every day. If you drink it, it flushes it and it gives you so much energy. So that then you need energy. You need energy to prevent a lot of diseases. You need energy, and it comes with having a good hydration, good water, and everything else. So we talked about that. Okay, the water, and again, it's only symptometry that is teaching this. Symptometry is the only institution that is saying that your body needs water because we learn about water science. We learn about all that stuff for everybody to know that water is important. Okay, so if nothing at all, if you're not investing in anything, invest in water and the good kind of water with electrolytes. Okay. If you have leukemia, all those things, leukemia, you cannot say, I have leukemia and I'm not drinking water, but I'm drinking tea, I'm drinking soda, you need water. Water is your your health is for good health, okay, and good healthy living, okay. Don't blame anybody though if you don't drink water. If you don't drink water, don't blame yourself, because you are not doing what you are here to do, is to take care of yourselves. And your cell needs water. We are made of 93% water, and everything that's coming going to our body should be made of water. And that's why having water is very important. If you want the truth, this is the truth. It's verifiable truth. If people that drink water always will be healthier than people that don't drink water. The emergency room is right now filled with so many people. When you go in there, are they drinking water? Are they drinking the right kind of water to help them heal? No, they're not. They're just drinking any kind of water. We need for you to take the electrolyte water that it fills with calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium. Those are the ones that you need. So water is everything. So anyone who wants to know about the truth about our cells, and I say we are made of cells. What are you made of? You are made of cells, and your cells need water. Your cells need water. Okay? Anyone who wants to know the truth is that water is important for you. And you start your day with water, and that is important. You get up in the morning, the first thing you drink is water. Water, not tea, not coffee, not green tea, not black tea, whatever, but water. So with that in mind, I would like to say that we are made of water. And I gave 93%. And the other part, your lung, your colon, all are in the high 80s, that you need water. You need your colon need water. Every part of your organs need water. And so if you're doing nothing, your takeaway today is you need electrolyte water every day. You need it to help you, live healthily, optimal health. If you are not taking care of the cells, that is 93% water, then I don't know what you're going to do, because you will come up with all kinds of diseases, and the doctors won't tell you why. But the main thing is that you are not drinking water, and water is one of the root cause of diseases, because you need water. Water is everything. And I want to share that with you today. So please, water is your lifeline. The electrolytes, you need that. The energy that provided, because you need energy for living, you need that. Energy is important that you have that. And drinking the electrolyte water will have the force, it will have force, it have the strength, it have everything you need to make your day livable. So, Brother Saheed, that is the story about water. Water, water everywhere. We are made of water. So that's it here.
Excellent, Ms. Arena. Excellent. We hope our audience has some questions for you. So, but before we allow them to ask any question, we're going to take a short break. We thank you so very much, man. I took all kinds of notes. Shortage of water in the body, and you have so many people that don't like to drink water, Miss Rita.
No, they don't. They don't want to drink water.
They want to drink something other than water, and we're made of water.
93% of everything in our body.
Can you imagine that? People rather coffee, tea, soda, juices, fruit juices. They sodas on fruit juices.
Because they
all
have
the
sugar.
acid in those things. Oh man.
So
that's absolutely amazing. So hopefully we have questions when we come back. Please, brothers and sisters, take a moment to call someone, do a 2-way or 3-way, and let people know that you're enjoying the information being shared on Optimal Health on AM 360, where you will get this information no place else. Absolutely amazing. Brothers and sisters, we'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Connect with someone else to share the information with them. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Be right back.
After 30 years of research, the results are in. Consumption of certain foods can be harmful to your physical and mental health. When diagnosed with a terminal illness and given a low chance of survival, Dr. Maxwell Nardi had a deep feeling that food had caused cirrhosis of his liver. When no cure was available through medication, after years of extensive laboratory research, he invented symptometric science and used it to save his life. Through research, Dr. Nardi discovered that some common foods are harmful to the human immune system, and that overconsumption can destroy stem cells. Stem cells govern the immune system and vital organs like the liver, heart, and kidneys. Dr. Nardi's research offers cures for diseases, body aches, hair, and memory loss. He discovered by eating the right foods, necessary energy is created to help live a long, healthy life. Results from his incredible research is now available in the book, What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables, now available through Amazon and Kindle. Listen to these verified Amazon customer reviews. 5 out of 5 stars. Very good information, mind-blowing. This book really opens your mind. It's a very short read. Once I started reading, I couldn't stop, so I finished it in one setting. I recommend this book for all. Thank you, Dr. Maxwell Nardi. Learn how to live a more healthy life today. Order What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables by Dr. Maxwell Nardi at Amazon and Kindle.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're with Abdul Shaheed and our guests, Ms. Rita Teller and Ms. Yvette Dean. We are all 3 certified cytometry health coaches. That means we've been schooled in the knowledge of cell science, blood science, air science, water science, and natural laws. Person not sick because they didn't take some pharmaceutical drug. They're not sick because they didn't take some concoction. They're not sick because they didn't take an herb. They're sick because they ignored their cells that they were created with. They ignored them. You didn't give them enough water. This is what we're talking about. This is what our guest is talking about. Water shortage in the body. You made it with water, you don't drink enough of it. And then when you have a disease or a symptom, you want to blame God. Oh, why did God do this to me? He equipped you with everything. So if you have a question for our guest today, Mrs. Rita, Coach Rita, now's the time, brother and sister. And I hope you have a few questions for her about water. Let's stick to the subject. We don't want to go on the backside of the moon.
Water.
Subjects, because so many conditions that the person would be suffering from could be ended.
Exactly.
By drinking the right amount of water and drinking the right water. All water is not the same, just like all food is not the same. All the air we breathe is not the same. Something wrong with this.
Yes, I have a question. So, Miss Rita, so is faucet water, as long as we boil it, is that safe for us to drink, or only the type of water, the alkaline, I mean the electrolyte water you were referring to?
Coach Yvette, no, tap water, even when you boil it, is not the same because it doesn't have the electrolytes that we talked about. It doesn't have, the minerals that you talked about. So whether you boil it or not, it's, once somebody you do once, but you need the one with electrolytes. Invest in that electrolyte water. It is worth every penny, because those other water that you drink, the alkaline water and all the stuff, it doesn't
Yes.
even come close. Invest
Yes.
in that water, because that water is going to save your life. I mean, when I read about water, I was flabbergasted. I said, water? Water's everything.
Mhm.
But we don't drink enough.
Mhm.
So, yes, that tap water now, once in a while, but it's not, you should be drinking electrolyte rich water.
Yes, I have someone, always ask me that if
Mhm.
faucet water is okay if it has a filter on it, if
Mm.
we have filter built in our houses, are those okay?
Mm-mm. No, they need to, the difference, Missy Beth, is the cost. That's the only, because they say, oh, I don't have to pay but you know what? Your health is your wealth. If you are not healthy, you're gonna be running to the doctor for a lot of stuff. Drinking the right amount of water will help eliminate, blood disease, anemia, all these diseases that we take for granted. People having surgery because they don't have enough water in their muscles.
Mhm.
And so they go in and have surgery, and then the surgery doesn't even work because they don't drink the basic electrolyte water. I mean, I tell people, I run to that grocery store to buy my water. It is my life.
Yes.
It's my lifeline. It
Yes.
is my
Yes.
lifeline, and I want people to really, Mr. Vet, for them to know that they need to do everything to drink the right kind of water. And yeah,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
cost, if you look at cost, you will not do the right thing. Look, cost is important, but is it doing what is it doing to your body, Missy Beth? What is
Mhm.
it doing to your
Mhm.
body? Are you energized
Well,
after?
most
Mhm.
people think water's water. Like,
No,
water's water. Like from the
That's
no,
what they
faucet, from
think.
the bottled water. I mean, water's water.
no, not really. And besides, you taste it different when you drink that water and the electrolyte water. There's a
Yes, I do for sure.
you sure I do you there's a difference in
It's so
taste.
good.
It is
Mhm.
so good. I mean, when you start drinking that water, you don't want to drink anything else because it's so good for your whole body.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It's so good for your
Mhm.
whole body. So yeah,
Thank
I will
you.
invest in that instead of buying the other. I see a lot of people buy alkaline water. Alkaline
That used to be me. I sure have drinking
yeah,
alkaline water.
water.
Yes, I used to sell it. It was terrible. Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
You didn't know
Yes,
better, Missy Vet.
I
I did
did.
the
I
same thing.
really
I didn't
did
know
it. You
better. Now
too?
we know better. We have the water scientists that
Yes,
prescribe
yes.
The pH in the alkaline water is what, 10 point something? I
whatever you want it to
11.
be.
It goes
You
up
can
to
take it all
11.
the way up to
Yeah.
14 if you're crazy
Or
enough.
14. Yeah.
mean, yeah, and you need your pH for water is 7.2. That's all you need, not 14. You're doing the double.
Hmm.
Exactly. You're
And
killing yourself.
I
that
know
is
now.
well,
I know
we
now.
all did that. Believe me, I didn't start with the electrolyte water till I learned it, and I start tasting it, and I said, "Oh my God, this is the water for real. This is good
Absolutely.
water." Good water. So I mean, let's
Thank
invest in
you.
that. Yeah, let's invest in water because it's really the foundation.
Hmm.
And I talk about pregnancy. Everything in pregnancy is made of water. From the
Hmm.
Everything.
sperm, everything is
Hmm.
made of water. Everything.
Where the
And
baby
so
lives and
that's it.
grows.
Everything is water. So I just want people to know that if you invest in water, the rest will come easy. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it is easy for you to drink the right amount, and the rest will be easy. So water is everything, and I love the topic because I don't think we have enough water in our systems anyway. So I'm glad that you asked the welcome to see that.
It was an excellent question,
Thank you.
Coach Yvette, because people cook with tap water. They shouldn't even cook with tap
Hmm.
water. Why?
Mm-mm.
Because we already know there's chemicals in it,
Exactly.
and it's really processed water.
Exactly.
It's processed. It went through your toilet and they reprocessed it. Think about that
Remember,
even.
You put it like that, Coach Shaheed?
I'm just going to the point. Look,
Oh
I
my
visit the
goodness.
processing plant here in my city, in my county.
Mm,
I know what it looked like. I know what it smelled like. I've been there.
mm,
Didn't
I
tell me
know
anything.
they
I
call
said
it.
when I saw that process, I said, okay, yes, bottled water.
Yeah,
mm.
Brother and sister, we're made of water, but all water is not the
not
same.
the
You
same.
want some polluted water? Drinking that? No process, reprocessed water, refurbished water. Come on, we can do better than that.
And,
Yes.
and people drink well water. Well
Yes,
water.
make it the
Well water.
best.
In Texas, we have people drinking well water. Well water? No.
Yes, they do it, and they don't know about water because they never taken a class about water science.
Oh, we need, you need the real water. And I just say, invest in that water. It's really going to do. It used to be an advertising. It does your body good. I don't know whether it was milk or whatever, but whatever it is, water does your body good. You really need water. Is the
Absolutely, we're
basic.
made of water.
Is the basic.
That should answer the question. We are made of water. Why you drink water? We're made of it. If you don't drink it, something going missing. You won't be able to produce everything you need to produce. Many mental anomaly because the person is dehydrated. The first
Exactly.
thing that goes is the brain.
Exactly.
If you're not drinking enough water, how are you going to produce neurons and neurotransmitters and everything made out of water? How are you going to produce hormones to keep you balanced emotionally when everything is made out of water?
Exactly. Exactly. And then we have people that are taking a lot of pharmaceutical drugs and pills, and that it dehydrates you.
Dehydrate the person. That's what
So,
it does.
so you need more, even more water. If you're taking that drug, you need more water than the 3 liters that we're recommending because you're dehydrated for taking the drug. So
Yes.
anyway, so water is to
So
me
much we need to know about water that people take for granted.
Yes. But they
it's
need to come to the American School of Symptometry and study water science. And
exactly.
if they did, they would find out that these drinking wells, water, drinking untreated water, drinking stream water, well
Mhm.
water,
Yes.
has heavy metals.
It
You're
does.
drinking heavy metals.
And heavy
Okay.
metals cannot be in your body. You know that. It cannot be. It has to be blunted.
Yes. And a lot of people eat scavengers,
Oh,
not
Exactly.
knowing that they live in
in the
water.
ocean.
Okay.
Water is a habitat. Things live in there.
Yes. And they are also
Mhm. Yes,
eating heavy metals when they eat scavengers,
they
shrimps,
sure
catfish,
but
mudfish.
people love those though. They love those. They love the ketchup. They love the shrimps and all that stuff. But come to American School of Symptometry and you will look at them and say, "Oh, I don't need this because it has
Absolutely.
all kinds of poisons and stuff that is not
Yes, waterborne diseases
whatever."
that they don't know about.
Hmm.
It's bad.
Hmm.
You wonder why
Yeah.
you have these, dysentery. You drink some bad water, you run into the bathroom.
Hmm. Hmm. You have the
You're
diarrhea.
like, well, what happened? You drunk some
Hmm.
bad water. It's a microhabitat.
Hmm.
Microhabitat.
Yeah, you need real water. And to me, you don't even have to think about it. You drink it, it's safe, it's good. It has all the electrolytes you need for your body, and your body you really feel better when you drink this water. You really feel good. And when people start drinking, they say, Miss Rita, my gosh, I didn't know that it was that good. I mean, they just love the water.
Yes.
They would drink anything else because it grows on you when you start drinking it, really. So, and everything else tastes not, it doesn't taste the same. So to me, if you don't take anything away today, water is everything. Really, I mean, diseases, infections, your blood, all these, anemic, sickle cell anemia, all that thing. You need water. We need water for all these infections that we have. And that
Yes.
will prevent you going to the emergency room and please
Absolutely.
come to symptometry to take classes, and you will even be better that you wouldn't have to go to the emergency room at all. because the last time I went there, which a long time ago, it's like 2 or 3 hours for you to be seen. So I
It's
don't
longer than
know
that
about
now, Miss Rita. It's longer than that.
yeah, especially with the
8
flu season.
hours. People are
Yes,
waiting.
yes. With the flu season coming up, my goodness, you don't even want people. And brothers and sisters, please drink the water, and that will help you with the flu season. I'm telling you, if you do nothing at all this winter, do drink water, the right kind of water, and it will help you. So, to me, I'm happy because that is the message I want everybody to take home: is water, the right kind of water, with electrolytes and minerals. That's what you need, and it will save you a lot of trip to the doctor's office.
Excellent. Excellent. Anyone else have a question for our guest? Anybody in the audience have a question for our guest? She's going to have to leave in the next couple of minutes. I know you have a question about water. There's so much that we need to know about water. All water is not the same.
Mm-hmm. And milk is not water, please. Milk is not
No,
water.
no juice is not water.
No
Fruit.
juice is
Well,
water.
I get my water from fruit. No, you don't. There's no biological available water in fruits.
No,
It's
no,
a
you don't.
compound.
No,
Once you mix something with the water, it's not water anymore. One
exactly.
drop of lemon juice, lemonade, that's what you have. Lemonade. And that's not water. You can't put anything in the water.
It's a compound. You need
Absolutely. You need water to drink water. You have to get it by drinking water.
you need a clean, straight water with
Yes.
nothing in it, and that's what you need. Our body needs that.
No microbes, so it need to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
It need to be a certain pH.
Mm-hmm.
It need to have the electrolytes in it.
Yes.
And it need to have power and
Of
force.
course.
And water has current, electrical current. It's
Mm-hmm.
not just drinking something, just to be drinking something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why we have to have the water.
Mm-hmm.
And life comes out of water.
Mm-hmm.
That was enough for me when I figured out life come out of water. Okay, let me have the water. I got it.
Life come, I mean, that's, water is your life right there. Water is your life right there because everything
Natural
else.
law. That's what we need to know. You got to, if you're going to have health, you have to have the right water. Natural law. That's what it states.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because see, if you drink tap water again, all tap water has toxic metals. Metals deactivate enzyme.
Mm-hmm.
Because boiling the water will not remove the metals.
Mm-hmm.
Won't do it.
Mm-hmm. The metals have to be blunted, and then blunted it will be done in spectrometry, not somewhere else, basically. So why drink the tap water and some well water that have nothing but heavy, heavy metals? And it's one of the things we're supposed to avoid. So anyway, well,
Any
brothers and
question?
sisters,
Last call for question, I guess.
yeah,
So you be asking me the question when she leaves. Oh, I got a question about water. Well, you should ask our guest.
yeah, water
Asking you to
everywhere.
answer your question now.
Yeah, water everywhere. We need water. Believe me, I think the whole world will be saved if we drink
Absolutely
water.
amazing. Water everywhere, but only less than 1% is drinkable.
That is
This is the water planet, but
Mhm.
only less than 1% is drinkable.
And
Think
it has
about
to,
that.
and it has to be the right one too, the right kind. The correct kind, because if you drink the wrong kind, it will give you all kinds of microbes in your body.
Exactly. We have to remember, Miss Rita and Miss Yvette, that water is a habitat. Things lives in that water.
Mhm.
You cannot even see them. Protists, protozoa, worms, parasites, all kind of stuff going on in the water. And there are people here where I'm in this location. They believe in this spring water. They go there and they bottle up their gallons of water, 5-gallon jug of water, and they take it home. I just shake my head. That water is not treated. You don't know what's in that water. You got birds flying over.
Mhm.
Got worms in the bird droppings. Man, look. I think as a scientist now. I didn't before, but now I do.
Well,
Something is in the water, people. You just can't go out where you got a pond or a lake or a spring and just gather up water. You can't do it. Things lives in it. It's a habitat.
guys, you're causing your own diseases, though.
Yes.
And then you blame God for something that God didn't do.
And he gave you a brain. Why you have a disease? You have a brain to figure things out.
Yeah.
But you're not producing neurons because you're drinking bad water.
All I can say is that symptometry is here.
Absolutely.
We have the school to teach you all these water science and everything that you need to know, and please drink the right kind of water. It will save you a trip to the emergency room. That's all I would like to end. So thank you,
Thank
Brother
you so
Shaheed
very
and
much.
Yvette, for
Thank you.
today, and I thank you so much for
Thank
everything.
you. We certainly appreciate you being here with us today. We look forward to a new episode on next week.
Next week, yeah. So
Optimal
thank you.
Health on
Yes.
AM 360.
Thank you, guys, and Yvette. Enjoy your talk, and I appreciate you. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye bye.
Okay. Thank you so very much, Ms.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Well, let me put Ms. Rita's information up. I forgot all about that.
Oh, that's okay. We're
We're gonna put it up and talk about you while you're gone.
I appreciate that. You and Yvette, I appreciate that.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Yvette, for joining us today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. This is Ms. Yvette, Ms. Rita Information. She's certified in pregnancy management. That's her specialty. You know anyone who needs to have a baby or trying to have a baby and can't? They've been everywhere to do it. And they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and they still can't get a baby. Come to Symptometry. Speak with our certified symptometry health coach, Ms. Rita Taylor. She specializes in pregnancy management. Spend a fraction of the money and have a healthy baby. Absolutely amazing. The information that the mother who's having a baby, who want to have a baby, is going to learn that no physician would teach her. They don't study cell science. We're made of cells. That's what the baby's made from.
Yes.
American School of Symptometry, Ms. Yvette, is just absolutely amazing. We are students that study cell science.
Yes.
And we focus on the needs of the cell and remove any hindrance that prevent the cell from doing what they've been created to do, to bring about life and to maintain life and restore life. That's what they do.
Yes.
They're good at it.
Yes,
so
they
you
are.
see, Mr. Rita Taylor information, her email address, info@pregnancymadeeasy.com, phone number 469-609-0368, and her website, Pregnancies Made Easy. We're made of water, and if the pregnant mother or the pregnant mother-to-be is not drinking enough water, well, that might be the reason why she can't have a baby. Absolutely amazing. So, brothers and sisters, we're going to take another short break. So please do not go anywhere at all. We still have a lot of time to share optimal health on AM 360 with your certified symptometry health coaches. So please call someone, ask them to join us. We still have more time. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. We'll be right back. Thank you.
People get sick all the time. However, even after years of research, physicians don't have the faintest clue why most sick people find themselves in the predicament they do. Will they just accept the same treatment without truly getting to the bottom of what is happening to them? Not anymore. Symptometry draws attention to your cells, the building block of your being, allowing you to understand what needs to be done and paving the way for self-correction. Developed by Dr. Maxwell Nardi, symptometry is not medicine or even its alternative. It is a study designed to fill in the void left behind by the most common scientific fields. Symptometric science has proven time and again over 31 years that chaotic eating and living are not in the best interest of the cells. It's about time we change that. To understand symptometry, dive into a whole new world of cell-based knowledge. and profoundly appreciate human cells' work. Get your copy of Symptometry and Symptometric Science at a Glance by Dr. Maxwell Nardi now. Every anomaly has a cause.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You with Abdul Shaheed and our guest that's left with us, Miss Yvette Dean. We both are certified symptometry health coach. That is a
Yay.
big deal, a big
Yes.
deal. And we need more
Yes.
students at the American School of Symptometry
Yes.
and
To
learn what
spread
we
the
know.
word. Yes.
Learn about
Yes.
natural laws,
Mm-hmm.
the laws of physics, how they apply to our body, anatomy and physiology. Absolutely amazing. Every time we break these laws and these rules, brothers and sisters, a result is a symptom. Our body is communicating with us, telling us that we're veering off the paradigm of what's normal. Health is normalcy, or disease is abnormalcy. It shouldn't be difficult to try to understand this, making these connections. We break it down for you. So it's no mystery why the person has a disease. That's no mystery. They violated the rules, the laws. That's what they did. And they want to blame you or somebody else or their doctor. No,
Yes.
the Almighty gifted each one of us with a human body. And He created it more than perfect. It's more than perfect. It is we who do not understand what we have to do because no one really taught us. So we
That's
abuse
it.
so we abuse ourselves.
That's it.
So we have a guest today, our health coach, Miss Yvette Dean, is going to share with us her experience and talk about gout.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Yes, thank you. Gout, gout. Something that I have never experienced, but I know others who have experienced gout, like in their ankles, in their feet. That's where I thought it was from, right? But no, gout can hit you anywhere in your body, anywhere, to my surprise. I'm still learning. I'm still learning at the American School of Symptometry because I want to know about my health. I mean, because just because we study at the American School of Symptometry, take particulars, eat scientifically, we are still going to develop symptoms.
Yes.
We still are going to develop symptoms. Why? Because we were created to live here on planet Earth. And planet Earth is full of microbes, poisons that we cannot avoid. There's poisons everywhere in the air, in our foods, in our water, in our laundry detergents, in our soaps. You have to learn where these are in these products so we can try to avoid them as much as possible. But if we do get sick, like I did recently, okay, when we do get sick, we have to reverse it quickly, okay, before it turns into a disease. And certain symptoms will have you reverse it quickly, okay, like I had. Now, you see this picture of this guy got a gout in his toe? That wasn't my case. Mm-mm. No. I know it's painful. It looks painful, and it hurts. Definitely hurts. So I would like to share my story about my gout issue just recently. Okay. So, I was healthy one day and woke up the next day with this nagging ache on my side in the back area, right on the left side back, right above the waistline. No, below the waistline, above the hip area, right there. That's where this pain was coming from. Okay. And it was so debilitating that I was ow, ooh, trying to get to the phone to call Dr. Narte. I'm hurting. Like, what is this pain? And he said, "You're a coach." you know, what do you think it is? I'm like, I don't know. I can't think. I'm in pain right now. This pain is hurting. So he was telling me to do all the, preventives, the hot water, which is wonderful. We'll talk about another day. Hot compression, drink hot water. We'll talk about that. And, I did all of that and it was still there. So I asked Doc, can you please, I'm in pain here, send me something for whatever this is. Immediately, he knew what it was. Immediately, he said, you have gout. I'm like, gout? I thought gout only belongs in the, ankle area or the, around the feet area. He said, no, gout can go right to your brain. I'm like, oh my goodness. Now I'm getting scared because what if it would have happened in my brain? Right? So I couldn't wait. Like I was, waiting for this to ship to me. And then now I'm going to have it as in my medicine cabinet as a, extra, and I feel so much better immediately when I took the gout particulate. Immediately. Okay. So gout is among the heaviest inert substance and it's reactive concretions. So that reactive concretion is what had me in so much pain that I could barely talk. Like I didn't know what that was. Okay, it settles in all structures of the joints, fibers, such as nerves, such as our muscles. It settles in our tendons, our ligaments. It also settles in our cartilages. Okay, not only will it not budge without help, but it also reacts with other concretions in our body, such as debris. We all have debris in our bodies. So it reacted with other concretions to cause extra pain, I felt, that I thought, because it was hurting so bad, so bad. Okay, and it will not budge without the power, the force, and strength that particulates give us. We eat a lot of things that settles in our bodies. It settles there. And without proper water, proper circulation, it's going to get stuck like in my side. Okay, in my side. I have built up to my saturation point of gout debris is where it attacked my side. Okay, and it was devastating. Okay, it blocked my circulation. So nothing was felt but pain. It can block circulation of nutrients and resources through our teeny capillaries. Okay, and its diffusion to different parts of the midbrain, the brain stem, the forebrain. It can get in your brain, ladies and gentlemen, causing non-production of our neurotransmitters like dopamine, norepinephrine, some amino acids like glycine, glutamic acid. Okay. It also, affects, like I say, acetylcholine. We all need acetylcholine. If we do not have acetylcholine in our brains, if it's blocked by debris, gout particles, we cannot wake up. Acetylcholine is very important for our brain. It's one of our neurotransmitters. Let me repeat that. Without acetylcholine, we may never wake up. So it's very important to produce your neurotransmitters. It affects serotonin, melatonin, causing sleep problems. Like we need to sleep. Gout has been a brain troublemaker since the beginning of time. It's nothing that we drink, nothing that we eat. I mean, it could be, but gout is, everybody has gout. You just haven't reached your saturation point as of yet. But I have. I've been living many years and never ionized gout debris that naturally in our bodies, unfortunately. It is. All right. So, it also is the cause of mental illnesses. You wonder why your child has mental illness, or a nephew, a grandson, your mother, your father, a relative. Why do these people, how do they get mental illness? No one knows. But at the Marriage School of Symptometry, they teach you this. And Dr. Narte is ending mental illness. You see, I didn't say treat. I said ending mental illness. Yes, someone that can end mental illness without pharmaceutical drugs. Amazing. Amazing. So I recommend everyone check out the book, Dr. Narte's book, The Underlying Causes of Mental Abnormalities, what psychiatrists and psychologists missed. You can get it from Amazon. Okay. Most parents who read the book on Amazon, realize that, hey, this makes sense. So they called Dr. Narte. They brought their adult children to see him. And he ended mental illness one at a time. But there was only one condition. You must eat and live scientifically. You must eat and live scientifically. That is the best way to rid the body of its natural debris, gout, substances. We must eat scientifically. We also must take particulates. It goes hand in hand. You can do one without the other, but to get the best effect, you need both. Like, even though I was eating scientifically, I still needed this particulate because it would not move. It stayed there. Pressure. Okay? So whenever there is a pain, a ache that won't go away, it's an inert substance. You've reached your saturation point. So now it needs to be removed with something stronger, more powerful. And it's not pharmaceutical drugs. It's a natural source removal. And what's amazing is that it goes straight to the source in the low pressure area in your body. Particulates know where to go. They know when they get into your system, the low pressure areas in your body, this is where they travel. And immediately you start feeling the relief of pain. I felt that relief right away. Literally, maybe an hour, if that. Okay, so I'm going to take my entire bottle so I can make sure that I break this gout, dissolve this gout out of my body so it won't be at that saturation point is where it's hurting me. Okay. Now, former psychiatrist patients have been, sociable, make friends, relate to others, are no longer irritable. The ones who Dr. Narte has treated. They don't talk to imaginary figures no longer. They don't suffer for personality disorders. And their parents were shocked. Like, what? They could not believe it. They see this weekly transformation unfolding right before their eyes. They just cannot believe it. Okay? So it's important to have the gout removing particulate in your possession. Very important. Because our cells need help. They need help. They do their cleaning for us while we're sleeping. They do the best they can with what they have. But if they're jammed because of chaotic eating, they only can do so much. Like, they need help. Okay? So we're here to help them by eating scientifically, living scientifically, making sure that we take particulates throughout the day. When we eat things that's not scientific, we must have these products, ladies and gentlemen, on hand. We don't want to be in pain and have to wait 2 or 3 days. Have these products on hand because you will have a gout problem one day. You will, because it's a natural process that our body does. So suppose gout is removed by ionization, is that's with particulates, and electrolytic dissociation. That's with particulates. If it's removed with ionization, in most cases, blood will flow automatically. It also will flow to the midbrain, the stem cells, and our very own hypothalamus. Hypothalamus controls thirst. Okay? In our forebrains, this is how mental illness is able to be ended, to end mental illness. Because blood is now flowing back to our midbrain that has been blocked due to cell lockdown. There was no blood getting there, or very little. Diffusion with particulates will facilitate circulation to our nerve muscles, our bones, midbrain. Okay? And these brain faculties produce all of our neurotransmitters, what I was speaking of earlier. We need those every day to keep producing. Okay? While other organs produce hormones, including melatonin, for good and sound sleep. We need sleep. A mentally ill person who can't sleep soundly won't heal. And most mentally ill patients do not sleep. Why? Because they have all these voices coming at them. It's important to sleep, to have sound sleep. Sleeping sends a person to the subconscious state where the autonomic nervous system takes over, executes and monitors repairs, and clears garbage for elimination. Okay? Melatonin is the hormone for sleep, while serotonin prolongs sleep, and what I mentioned earlier, acetylcholine prepares a person to wake up We must have acetylcholine in our brain. We need to wake up every day. So like I say, I was scared. Like, I mean, I'm great. I'm not grateful, but I'm grateful it was my side and not my brain. Is where I wouldn't have been able to wake up to even feel the pain. So you best believe I'm going to have this gout particulate in my medicine cabinet. Even when it's gone, I'm going to have an extra bottle in my medicine cabinet because now I know how gout is produced in a person. Okay, acetylcholine wakes us up. We stay alert with it. We think and get ready to learn and do memory work. This is what acetylcholine does. It does a lot. So we need that neurotransmitter every day. Every day. Taking sleep aids is a waste of time. Oh, let me go buy some melatonin to the store. Let me go to Walgreens or other pharmacies and see if I can find some serotonin. You can't just only get serotonin. What about the others? What about serotonin? What about acetylcholine? If you don't take those and only take serotonin, you're going to have an emotional imbalance and memory problems. We do not want that. We don't. We need to stay sane to live here on planet Earth. We need to stay sane because we have to avoid the booby traps, the people that try to bamboozle us, sell us things, knowing it's not good for us, just for the almighty dollar. We're here as symptometry health coaches. You remember that word, symptometry health coaches, to teach you different. We teach you why you get sick. We teach you saturation points of why a symptom occurs. You've reached your saturation point. So let's go back to gout. Why gout? So I'm going to tell you right now how gout is produced in the body. Let's talk about it. Now, we have DNA in every cell. Right now, we have 75 trillion of them in the human body that make up a person, 75 trillion. And each of them have DNA. Each of them have DNA. Now, those 75 trillion cells must divide. And each time they divide, okay, they leave debris. And each time DNA deconstructs, it turns into uric acid. Uric acid causes gout. And then our body's heat hardens it. Make it like stone. That's what I was feeling. Okay? I was feeling that. It makes harden like stone. So the uric acid from DNA deconstructing in our body, which it has to, uric acid is produced and turned into gout. So expect at least 25 million gouty particles in our bodies daily. Do you guys hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, daily. 25 million gouty particles, oh my goodness, in our bodies daily. So mine piled up, over there on my side area and gave me havoc. I wasn't thinking straight, and I was a mess totally that day. But suppose gouty particles are not removed by ionization by the age of 18. In this case, there would be zillions of gouty particles in a young man or woman's body, migrating to their brains, causing them to stop producing neurotransmitters. When I tell you about that acetylcholine, it's causing them to stop producing neurotransmitters and some hormones like melatonin. As a result, the child will be brought up in this world and have unrecognizable personalities by the age of 18. Mine now, I'm way past 18. And I have never been ionized for gout because I did not know. We don't know unless we're taught. We don't know. And I've always been curious about health. That's why I joined the American School of Symptometry. I thought I was a health guru, literally. I was all wrong. The script flipped when I went to the American School of Symptometry. All I was taught was false. Okay? So people who have gout and young children who have gout, sometimes, they can be law-abiding children when they grow up. Others, are thieves, liars, stubborn. Anybody have kids that's super stubborn? Don't care about the law? Some kids are suicidal, unfortunately. We don't want that. So what happened? What happened is that their parents never removed gout from their child, but they didn't know. My parents sure didn't know. I'm in my 60s and proud to say, because I'm still alive and healthy. I'm addressing my symptoms immediately before they turn into a disease. Immediately. I am on that phone calling Dr. Narte or my coach immediately because I want to reverse this as soon as possible so it will not turn to a disease. And how is it reversed? By removing the source. And this is what we do. We don't treat, we end. Do not treat, we end the problem. Okay? So gout is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Does gout damage everyone's brain? No. It randomly affects only the brain, okay, of a small minority. But in most cases, it affects the eyes, the scalp, the nose, the lungs, the heart. I don't even want to say about the heart. The heart. It could have been worse. The stomach area where mine was, but it was in the back there. The joints. People wonder why their hands is stiff. They have gout. They're not producing elastin. Okay? Mental illness is not caused by witchcraft. No, it's not. It's not inherited. That's what we call a genetic weakness that runs on maybe a mother or father's side or something, mental illness. But we know now that one of the causes could be gout. So we want to do everything we can, ladies and gentlemen, to prevent that saturation point in our bodies. Because remember, we are getting 25 million daily of gouty deposits, daily. Okay? It's not good. It's not good. But it's what our bodies do. So we have to be smart. We call that atomic intelligence. Okay, it's not God. God don't call you home. I hear that a lot. Oh, well, it was her time. It was her time. God needs her. No, no. God don't need you. If God created you, he don't need you. He needs you here. He didn't create sickness. He left us up to us to solve. He left it up to us to solve our own sickness, our own issues. With atomic intelligence. Okay? Our Creator wants us alive and well, not sick or dead. Had the Creator not needed us, it would have never have created us. The Creator creates only what it needs. No one makes what they do not need. No one. Mankind needed a watch, so they created a watch. They needed a hat, so they created a hat. We needed a car to drive. Man created a vehicle. You only invent what you need. The Creator created what it needs. He don't need us. Our Creator is energy. Energy. Energy is force, power, strength, pressure, vibration. This is energy, just like the wind. The wind has a lot of force. It definitely has a lot of power. We know that here in Chicago. Okay? Tornadoes. We don't have too many of those, but very little. Hurricanes, tropical storms, all those are energy, power, force, strength, pressure. And this is what particulates give us in our bodies to remove those inert substances, to remove it. Who else can remove inert substances but symptometry, who has the particulate that gives you the force, the power, the strength that you need, like tornadoes, hurricanes, moving things out the way for blood circulation to go. No other therapeutic I found that can do that. Herbs do it to a certain extent, but it can't get down to the low pressure areas. Pharmaceuticals, no. But pharmaceuticals are good for emergency purposes. They're good for emergency purposes. Once you get stable, when you have an emergency, go to the emergency room. Symptometry is preventive and on the spot treatment. Not treatment, end the symptom, because we remove the source of the symptom. So if you have an emergency, we welcome you to go ahead and go to the emergency room. If you make it out of there, come to symptometry. So we can take care of your cells. So we can clean them up in there of all the gouty deposits, all the concretions that our own body produces. Our own body produces. Okay, energy. Energy fills the entire universe, making the universe its home. Okay? Making the universe its home. Energy. Energy. Now remember, every cell has a recording device. Listen to me again. Let me repeat that. Every cell has a recording device. It's called a histone and nuclear histones. Within each gene, good deeds and evil deeds are automatically recorded. So you think you out there getting away with stuff? Oh, you beat the law? You fearless of the law? Your own genes are recording you. Be careful. Do the right thing. Okay? Nuclear histones, the recording devices, okay, who should be rewarded in this lifetime and who should be punished in this lifetime. This is what the nuclear histones do. They decide who's rewarded in their lifetime and who should be punished in their lifetime and for several lifetimes after. No one gets away with evil deeds. No one. No one. God sitting on his throne, watching everyone. Everyone. So each cell is equipped with every necessity that it needs. This is why those who neglect their cells will pay a hefty price. And the price is sickness, depression, mental illness. Okay? So be aware. You cannot get away with nothing. You can't get away with nothing. Okay? So that's great. That's just great. It's so good to learn, to have education about your body, about your health, how to live on this planet that we were created for. You know, it's amazing to learn about it. Our body works the way the universe works. Okay? So can we minimize gout in our bodies? Yes. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm minimizing the gout in my body. Yes. By constantly liquefying it, which I'm now doing, okay, every other day. Otherwise, gout will accumulate. It will accumulate and cause pain. That's what happened to me. Woo, itchiness, irritation, inflammation. Okay. And it also can, make you feel lonely. It can also cause you to be violent. It can also cause you to hate other people. You're unhappy. You're fearful. Especially when one goes to sleep. They have nightmares. They're scared to close their eyes. Okay, this is mental illness. Okay, so we must control the gout in our bodies. We must keep it at a limit. So it's very important to have something there. Okay, I didn't know I was ever going to get gout. I didn't know that gout even accumulated in the side, so I didn't have it ready. But now I have it. I have it. It's right here. Can you hear that? It's right here. I have this particulate because that gout had me out of it. So I wanted to share that story with you today. We all have it in our DNA. It's necessary. It's a necessary evil. No one can get rid of it except symptometry. We must keep it liquefied. And remember, everyone who has DNA, which we all do, we all know that, has gout. So don't turn a blind eye and think it won't happen to you. Don't. Will eating greens, fish, and fruit minimize gout accumulation? No. Don't green leaves, fish, and fruit have DNA? Yes, they do. There you have it. Only symptometry can remove gout by ionization, through ionization. It's important to learn about symptometric science. Do yourself a favor, yourself, right? Take care of the body that houses your spirit, your soul, your personality. You have to take care of that body, because as you age, if you're not ionizing throughout the years, as you age, you're going to have these symptoms. And if you don't know how to reverse them, now you do, because you came to this show. You're watching this show. So yes, now you do. You know now. So it's important to roll and attend at the American School of Symptometry. Okay, you can go just to learn. You don't have to seek a degree. You can go what we call open stream. You come, you just listen. You don't have to do any assignments. You don't have to take any tests. You're just coming for knowledge. You get materials to keep with you, to study at home, to help you learn. So just come for knowledge. We have our degrees, though, in cellular health, in scientific eating and living, and looking to have our master's soon, and to move on to the doctor's class. Meanwhile, we're here to teach you to take care of yourself, because you're the only body that you have. You can't replace a body like you replace a liver. And then that won't last long, because it's not yours. It didn't come from you. And what's taught at the American School of Symptometry makes sense. So there's no excuses. Those like, oh, I can't go to school now, I'm too old. You don't have to. You just come to attend to class, to listen, to get lectures. Open stream. Give us a call. We're happy to sign you up. We just started school. So we're happy to sign you up as an open stream student. You're there to observe, to listen, to learn more about yourself, about your cells. They didn't have doctors back in the day. Our cells helped us survive because they're intelligent. We didn't need pharmaceutical drugs. We knew what to do. We depended on our own cells. But sometimes you need help, but it's not with drugs, because we're not made of drugs. Now, drugs helps us again for emergency purposes, yes. But once you are able to make it out the hospital, come to symptometry and let us take care of your cells. Let us rebuild your cells. We don't need antibiotics. We need to just remove the inert substances or microbes that's causing the problem. We have to learn the well-being of our living cells, our DNA, our chromosomes, how important enzymes are for us, not just digestive enzymes. We have ancillary enzymes for repair work, for our organs, our systems. Okay, so it's important to learn about your body. So thank you for listening to my testimony. It was wonderful sharing it with you. And Coach Shaheed,
Yes, ma'am.
We are,
Excellent job, Miss Yvette. Excellent.
thank you.
I
Thank
felt that pain you were having from the gout.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it
That gout will
was
make
for
you get up
sure.
and do something about it.
Yes. Oh, yes, it
You know,
will.
it's a natural concretion that our cell produce.
Mhm.
Absolutely amazing. Every time our cell breaks down, they form different concretions. It is
Yes.
our responsibility to remove them. There's no mechanism, brothers and sisters, in our body to remove them. You know, we're made of cells. I was showing the cells while you was talking, Miss Yvette.
Mhm.
And every time that cell divides to produce a new cell, old cell has to be deconstructed. They leave something behind. So the nucleus
Yes.
of the cell turn into uric acid, then
Uric
our own
acid.
body heat turn
Mm.
it into gout. It can be
Stones.
anywhere
Yes.
in the person's body.
Mm. Anywhere. Have
Anywhere.
anyone experienced it out there? Like, let's talk about it. Have anyone ever experienced gout? I would love to hear someone's story besides mine. I would love to hear someone's story, right? That have had gout. And what did they do about it? What did you do about it? Or do you know anyone that
They
has
still
had
have
gout?
it, Miss Yvette. They still have it. They didn't do anything about
That's what we're saying.
it. They still have it. They didn't come to symptometry.
Okay, we can dissolve it for them, for you. I'm a living testimony.
Absolutely.
A living testimony that gout is nothing to play with.
Mm.
We must have ionization. Don't wait until you get it. Don't wait. We must have it.
Exactly. Miss Yvette, gout is not only the only particle waste that our body produce. You have lithic acid, you have lactic acid, you have
Mhm.
cast, you have
Yes.
crust, you
Yes.
have a pebble, marble,
Debris.
gravel,
Yes.
sand, all
Yes.
these things. Different
That our
parts of the
bodies
cell will
produce.
break down that we were
Mhm.
sharing, that you saw
Yes.
on our
Yes.
screen. Different
Mhm.
part of that cell will break down and deconstruct it and turn into those particles that we just
Yes.
mentioned. And this is real. It is your responsibility to dissolve them, produce bond breaker enzyme, and that's what the particulars help us to do, to produce bond breakers, to sweep those
Yes.
things out of our blood, out of our tissues, out of the
Yes.
intercellular spaces,
Yes.
out of our brain. Gout in the
Mm.
brain called mental illness,
Mm.
brother and sister.
Yes. Mm.
So if anyone have a question for Miss Yvette before we have to get off the air, we got only a couple minutes left. That time go by so fast, Miss Yvette.
So
2 hours go
fast.
by so fast.
It
Absolutely
does.
incredible.
Especially when we're
Anyone have a
talking.
question?
Yes. Health,
Absolutely. So you see Miss Yvette information while we wait for someone to ask the question. Of course, Vet
Yes.
2019 at gmail.com. Absolutely
Yes.
amazing. You see your phone number,
Amazing. Mhm.
708-541-3286. And you see her website, scientificrecipes.com. She specializes in scientific recipes. At the American School of
Recipes.
Syntendry, we
Learning,
teach
scientific, and
scientific
eating.
cooking, scientific eating, and
Yes.
scientific living,
It's
being
what
in
we
compliance
teach.
with natural law,
Yes.
not being in violation, learning how to
Yes.
submit. We have to submit to the natural law. If you deviate or disobey the natural law, the result is a disease. How difficult is that to understand? We're not supposed to have a disease. We just only violated and disobeyed the law.
We
And
didn't know.
we didn't
We
know.
didn't
Ignorant is no
know.
excuse, Mr. Vet.
I know,
Ignorant
right?
is no excuse.
It's not. It really isn't, but
And
we
if you
didn't
don't
know.
know something, why you don't know? You have a brain to
That's
learn.
right. That's right.
That's what science is about. That's what this universe is about, to teach us.
To teach
That's
us.
what the natural law is about, for us to pay attention to it. Now we have a school that teaches us all of these things. That's teaching us,
Yes.
Mr. Vet, people like me
Yes.
and you.
Yes. They teach us, Coach Shaheed, like the physicians, they don't teach us nothing. They go,
Nothing.
okay, you got a symptom. Oh, here you go. Here's a prescription.
See me
They
next
never
month.
ask us, what did you eat for breakfast this week?
Exactly.
What do you eat for lunch? What do you eat for dinner? They don't associate food with diseases.
Not at
This is
all.
what makes symptometry different other than other therapeutics. Not only do we end your symptoms by removing the source, okay, we also teach you about the foods that caused it. We have methods of scientific eating and living that you'll be learning on my website soon. Okay? So definitely join the school and join it just to join. You don't have to, again, you don't have to take, you can take notes, of course. I know you would want to, but you don't have to take tests. You don't have to do assignments. You're just there to learn. What other
Absolutely.
school does that? No one. Because this is how much we want you to learn about your health.
Any question? We can take at least one question before we have to depart. Anyone with a question for our guest, Mr. Yvette Dean, certified symptometry health coach.
Okay, I must have did a
Excellent,
great
brother,
job,
sister.
right?
Did an
No
excellent job.
questions.
Like
No
I
questions,
said,
so
I
that's
felt the
great.
pain. I felt the pain of that job.
Okay, shoot, it's no joke,
You did an
guys. It's
excellent
no joke.
job,
Thank
Mrs.
you.
Yvette. We thank you so very much. Brothers and
Mhm.
sisters, we have reached the end of our program. We have a program coming on immediately after hour. It is Mali Ali Kuli High with mention from the host is Imam Abdul Aziz. He's from Masjid Alton in Bronx, New York. And their motto is, we are together under any and all circumstances. We are together, all right. We're united, believe it or not, under any and all circumstances. Brothers and sisters, we look forward to a new episode of Optimum Health on AM 360. Same time, same station. Next week, bring somebody with you. Share this link. And we are live on YouTube. You can go there, do a search, Optimum Health on AM 360. And you can share that YouTube with your friends, your relative, your associate, your loved one. And there you have it. We thank you so very much for joining us here today with your host, Abdul Shaheed, and our guest. We greet everyone with the greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vet.